Good morning, or morning anyway. 7:20 a.m. Saturday, March 25th. Bada boom, bada bam. Eastern Standard Time, 2017. I try hard not to have a dirty mouth. This video is definitely rated R. It's called reality. The reality that almost no one can see, that I talk about all the time. This isn't entertainment. This is information for those of you that actually want it, that might do something with it later, if not now. So, I don't care what you think of it. Doesn't mean shit to me. All that matters is that I put it out so that I can finish doing my job and get the fuck out of here. Don't worry, there's no nudity or scenes of excessive sex or violence in this video. I'm fed up. I'm done with all this crap. I have two things I have to do to make one last event happen, and then I'm the hell out of here. While you're in a body having a life, it's a good thing to follow through, and do what you can with it. Get what you can out of it. And there's never been a better time to be in a body for regular people. I'm tired of it. I'm the one that started this, having them. I didn't start the situation. I was the first one to have a life. I definitely didn't start this fracking mess called creation. I'm the one that's changing it, though. Wow, that's a broad statement. No, not really. How is a tired old man in overalls doing this? I'm not. This body ain't doing a damn thing. It's barely alive. I'm anxious to drop it or destroy it, one or the other. When it's time, if the rest of my energy on the other side isn't ready, I'll take care of it myself. No problem. I've already proven that. Balls? Yeah, I got balls. Aggression? You have no idea what I have. People say, Jay's always seems so, doesn't always, but he's often so angry. I am. I remember the first life. I've had 10.846 plus trillion. I don't remember all of them. There's no physical brain that can do that. I remember enough of what matters in all of them. I mean, the basic theme through all of them. People, no matter who they are or what they are, there's all these issues that drives me nuts. When I say this, I'm speaking of the mass populace, the human race as a whole. The inhumane race as a whole is insane. They don't know how to respect themselves, let alone respect anything else. Everybody's arguing with everyone else about some of the stupidest shit. Animals are still suffering needlessly all the time. They shouldn't even be in bodies. They're about not to be. About the only animals in bodies anymore. It's all filtering away is those human, fey, and feminine souls, human, fey, and feminine essence that need to have one life in an animal body so they can understand what it's like to be an animal. And they will remember who they are while they're in an animal body and why they're there. And they will suffer. They will learn they have one life to do it, and that's it. Because these bodies are going. I'm taking them. I am taking the animals off the planet. Here's another broad statement for the little minds. Not for all of you listening, for those people that, are so aggressive. He doesn't know, he thinks he says, oh, those are the little minds I'm talking about. Those poor little idiots that can't grow out of themselves. Let them stay inside that tar pit, covered in muck, screaming their little crap. This is more than changing a menu. $72 to 78% of all the abuse in your lives will be gone when we go to the energy bodies. I said it was going to be within 2,000 years. It's going to be a lot less than that. Wouldn't it be funny if it was in 10? And that doesn't happen until after this body dies and I get the hell out of it. I have a family member, one of these drag councilmen, Tier and the rest of them, they're happy with what just started. We had a meeting. They talked to me about it. I was part of it. They know what the hell I am. They know what I do outside of my body. And I was concerned with I was concerned about the quiet concern inside my Drock family members, the council member, in his brain. I don't usually go into someone's brain and take out what I want. But I edged into his just to see what was going on, and he was afraid. I could kind of feel it in him, and that's why I did it. If I'm out somewhere and someone's really afraid of physical harm or something, I'll go in their head and find out. I don't give a frack who likes it. I don't give a damn. I'm not here for anyone's approval. I'm not here for someone's permission. Frack that. I do what the hell I want. Nothing stops me. Sometimes I wonder who the hell these little people are. Little people because I'm better? No. Power level. Running around just totally ignorant of what's going on in their lives. Who they really are. I've spent years trying to tell you how cool you are, how important you are, everything you can do. And it's all but wasted. My anger is not at you. My anger is literally at this creation. Why it was made. Your original creator, original first being, dead, both parts. You're welcome. My Drock family members concerned. The Drock are the oldest race. When it comes to those scanners that can see in and out of time, to see different timelines, they have the best equipment. And he's seen me getting pissed like I am right now. And when I come out of this body, he's concerned. About what's going to actually happen to everything. The people who want to try to make it, they'll probably say that I'm making this video about me. That's the farthest thing from the truth, and those people who actually have an open mind can understand that for themselves anyway. I'm saying it to declare a fact. Everything is wrong. It was made wrong on purpose to serve the original first being that split itself into two different parts, two somewhat semi-different parts, male and female, which we call male and female. It was to serve them. Fuck them. If you don't like this language, listen to some of the videos that sell everywhere. You want to hear some nasty shit? Listen to that. Your music and crap. When I used to, when I first started, I've always done everything I can to save animals. I've given them food, fed them, and then go look for food for myself. That's love. That's compassion. That's understanding. That's honor. Some people give me a hard time. Well, you still eat meat, you know. It's like this vegan thing. It's an awesome concept. But I got a question for these people who are vegan. What the fuck was with them when they were eating fucking meat? Should they just beat the shit out of themselves because they used to eat meat? I mean, that doesn't that follow their thought process? Or when they've loosened up their attitude a little bit, you know, maybe just relax, had a drink, or get stoned or something, all of a sudden their thought process changes a little bit. I've said a long time ago, if you can remove 80% of the meat from your diet, you have no idea how many animals you're helping. Just 80%. Your DNA is made for not for everyone, but for most people to need animal proteins. There's different blood types that have different needs. How come some people have diabetes and some people don't? This is shit that was done to your body. It's done through the DNA. And it's expressed often, it comes out as an expression often through different blood types, what you can eat, what you can't. Some people need it. It's never going to happen. People will never quit eating animals until two things happen. Number one, your DNA is changed so you don't want it. And that's easy for me to do from the other side. Number two is taking the animals away from you. That's how you change that. Any vegan that says that taking away 80% of the animals that are eaten isn't a good thing, then whatever, they're fucking Looney Tunes. Progress is what matters, getting to the right place. Saying 80% isn't enough, it has to be 100% right now. Fucking bullshit. My last life, Gandhi, I was a fruitarian. I said fruitopian. I don't know what the heck it was, and Deanna corrected me. She's right. It's a fruitarian. I appreciate that, too. I don't study words or nothing. She's from Spain, but her English diction is much better than mine. She understands and speaks a lot of different languages. That's because the fruit fell from the tree. I talk to plants. I've had them come out of nowhere and talk to me. Father, when are we going home? Made me feel like crap. You folks can't even, most of the folks that listen to this, you don't even know who you are yet. You have no idea what I'm doing with you. I want no sympathy. I want no thanks. I want nothing like that. I can't stomach that. I'm making a statement for a reason. Wake the hell up. Care enough about your heart. Take your heart energy. Care enough about yourself, your family, others around you that you love. Use that as an excuse to take 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 3 times a day. I don't have that much time. Bull crap. And just relax. Open up. The biggest things on the other side that would run your lives and screwed with you, including this thing everybody's been calling God, the original first being male and female, of course, now dead. And the other big things that were in the way, the biggest things, they're dead. They're gone now. The original first angels putting their energy inside you. Oh, the angels will protect us. They're the ones that make sure you die in time and kill you. The angel of death. Well, it's not the angel of death, but it's an angel, or was. They're gone. You have no excuse not to be yourself anymore. You're free and you don't even know it. Jail doors open and you see the door open and it's just, or you can't see it open. You see it open. It's like, shit, close the door. We might fall out of our cage, out of our body. I understand people don't know better. I told you everything I say is for the next 100 years more than anything else. I've run out of patience completely. I think that's obvious. I've done almost every damn thing I need to do, and I can't wait to get the fracking hell out of here. I'm the thing that brings change. You can change yourself. That brings plenty of change. If all of you would just, if everyone that listens to me would just literally relax, float inside themselves and become who they really are, that'll bring a lot of change. That'll help you and those near you, those involved with you in your life, those that you love. I'm so fed up. I don't belong here anymore. I have important work to do, and I can't wait to get the frack out of here. Everything else, there's all these little pieces of Lilith and Arae running around. Total pain in the ass. The stronger it is, the stronger I become, the easier it is for me to see things on the other side, because everyone's seeing through mud. Oh, if you could do this, then you're that, or you're that, then this, you could do that. Bullshit. What are these idiots based that on? What, you fucking religious books? You kidding me? Every one of those has one place of any value right next to the toilet so you can rip pages out when you run out of paper. That's what your religious books are worth. Wiping your ass. The Bible, the Torah, the Quran. They're all full of shit, as well as all the other religious books. Religion itself is a farce. It's a controlling mechanism. Grow out of it or enjoy it. Yeah, I've had it. The Drak have already instigated. They've already done what the main thing they had to do. But now it just continues. Now it's time, as now what the expression would be, it's time to weed the rats out of the sewers. But that's, I don't like that. It's anything picking on animals, I don't like at all. Excuse me. We shouldn't be eating animals. That's going to be fixed from the other side. And then we really shouldn't be eating plants. I talk to them too. They just don't suffer like animals do. Animals have suffered from the very beginning. People who go vegan or they've got the right idea 1000%. It's just when they get aggressive about it and they forget they used to. It's like, I can forgive myself for having eaten animal before, but I can't forgive anyone now for eating animal. It's fucking stupid. It needs not to happen. There needs to be understanding. You hear that bird? What does that bird say to you? Think about it. If you're not sure, pause it, relax, and then come back later. My message there is, Father, relax, just take it easy. You're coming home soon anyway. I'm tired of waiting. You have more to look forward to, my ass. Not in this damn body. Not in anybody. So who is this son of a bitch says all this crazy shit? Well, all your fracking psychiatrists and all these other professional people gave me a clean bill of health. So I guess either they're crazy, if I'm crazy, they're crazy, or what? No, you take that away. What are you left with? I'm not normal. I was made that way for a reason. And I'm about to finish up. Consult's about to go up again. Right now it's $800 for one person for 45 minutes, or $1,200 for two. It's about to go up to $1,200 across the board for one or two. I don't want to do them anymore. I don't need to do them anymore. I need to focus on getting the hell out of here. That's my sole new thought process. Getting the frack out of here. That awakening surge thing, I need to put that out. I need to tell you about these spheres that I'm leaving you. These consults, I'm going to price them at a range until no one wants them anymore, or stop them or something. So if you want some of this energy, and there's no electricity or batteries needed, these spheres are going to have my energy in them forever. For you, for your kids, their kids, their kids, their kids, etc., etc., etc. It's a permanent thing. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm fed up. Creation never should have been made what it is, and I'm overdue getting the hell out of here. So I have great love for everything. I have great respect for everything. I understand and demand that everything be treated equally. That's the only way creation can move forward as a family. Those that fight against that will be deleted. That's how creation changes. That's how creation moves forward. So how's that for an aggressive video? I have great love and respect for everything and everyone. I'm done. Just about done. If you can use the information I'm leaving you, good. If you can't, it's no problem. You're only going to be in that body so long anyway. Then you're out. Have a good.